drag and strum. The drag and strum is a technique that I developed at some point. I'm sure a lot of other people do it as well. But it's a nice way to provide a little variation in a fingerstyle pattern. So what I'm doing here is a very basic fingerstyle pattern in G major. So what I'm doing with this drag and strum, I'm using my index or my middle finger to work back from the top down across the strings, ending on the bass note, and I'm doing a strum. Usually with my index finger, could be middle finger too. And on this progression, if you're counting in 4, I start on the 4N, so 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N, 1N, 1, like that. And 1. So you're ending with your bass note, your root, on the 1. So once again, 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N, 1, like that. 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N, 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N, 1. And it's a nice way to break up the pattern that you're doing. It can work with any note. I find that because a lot of the flavors in the drag, working on D isn't as dramatic, it's not as effective. You simply don't have as many notes to drag through. So I find that working with the chord that has its root on the bottom 2 strings is probably the most effective. So once again, you're just starting on the 4N, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, like that, dragging down and ending with a downstroke on the root. And I do a little strum, which you could skip, but I like ending with this strum. It's kind of flick with my index or my middle finger before resuming the pattern. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And your flick is on the 1N, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 1 before resuming the pattern. So if it's useful to you, please let me know any comments or questions, and don't forget to subscribe.